smash the like button, and subscribe.
Okay, nice. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only do send a guest request if you meet that criteria listed in the TikTok screen. If you send a guest request, you don't meet that criteria on the TikTok screen, I will block you. Just letting you know. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Election held today, Harris versus Trump. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump, of course. But
Okay, and what's your birth year?
2006, 427.
Okay. Alrighty. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Mainly because his border policies, because before he was in office, or like the 4 years he was not in office between 2020 and 2024, we had a lot of illegal crossings, and I felt like
He was in
a lot
office in
of-
2020 to 2021.
or 21 through 24, I felt like there was a lot of problems with the illegal migration. And
So
I
it ended
supported his
under
policy.
Biden's administration in 24?
No, there was a lot of illegal crossings.
But you just said it was only until 2024, meaning by the time that Trump got in office, it was already fixed.
No, it got fixed right when he was put in office. When he put Tom Homan as border czar, I felt like it got fixed pretty quick.
Okay,
As
but
you
like,
can see,
what
border
policies
crossings
did
were
they
zero.
pass to address this?
The Remain in Mexico policy. That's
Okay,
one
that
of mine.
existed in his first administration. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, the border crossings were all-time low when he was in both terms.
And you know that that's only applicable to asylum seekers who are coming through a legal process of immigration, right?
But everyone was seeking asylum. Everyone just said, "Oh, I'm seeking asylum." When could we say, "Oh, it's actually legit and it's fake"? Because everyone's seeking it.
Okay, so if they have an invalid asylum claim, the better way to address that is by making the legal process go quicker, right? So
Sure.
if you make the legal process go quicker, which is what the Democrats wanted to do through the bipartisan border bill, and Republicans were on board in supporting that until Donald Trump called people in Congress to undermine the very bill because he didn't want Democrats to get a win on the border.
Would you say Kamala would be doing 100% better with the Iran war and
She
all
wouldn't
the
have gone to
stuff
war
that's
with
happening?
Iran, so she would be doing
But
way
what
better.
would Kamala
Absolutely.
be doing?
She'd be focusing on this country in terms of access to healthcare, childcare, housing
But what has she
affordability,
done?
making things more
accomplishment
affordable.
has Kamala had? Like,
What's
what has
that?
she actually done?
What has she done?
Yeah, what has she done? I feel like she's done nothing except like sleep her way to the top, in my opinion.
Oh, okay, that's a
She's
ridiculous
actually
thing to
done-
say. There's no evidence that she quote unquote slept her way to the top, but she had
Well,
the most
she was in
tie-breaking
San
votes of any
Francisco
vice.
and
She had the most tie-breaking votes of any vice president in U.S. history, including the Inflation Reduction Act, which is the largest investment in renewable energy ever, and the $35 cap on insulin for people who are on Medicare. Now, to answer your point, you said she quote unquote slept her way to the top. What reason do you have to believe that?
She's been with like, oh, I can't even name the politicians she's been with. I would have to look it up. I don't have it on top of my head, but she's been with quite a few politicians throughout her days from the 90s. And I would consider that
Quite a
sleeping away
few
to the top.
politicians? What evidence? What are you referencing? And also, by the way, being in relationships with other politicians is not evidence that you slept your way to the top.
So going from mayor to
Wait, so
like,
who did
a
she-
governor to a politician, I think that's pretty
Governor?
much
She was
going
never
in-
governor.
No, I'm saying the people she's been with.
Who?
I said I would have to look it up. I'm doing some.
I don't know what governor
Look it
she's
up,
been with. I
look
don't know
it
what you're
up.
talking about. If people typically reference Willie Brown, right, and there's no evidence because of her relationship with Willie Brown that she then became into a position of power. Like, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Just because you've met someone and you might get even a employment through the context of your like knowing someone doesn't mean that you slept your way to the top.
But how could
That's
you
out of
say
the
Kamala's
relationship that you
for
have.
America when she like doesn't even she's never.
Wait, I have a
even
question.
moved to the border.
I have a question. Do you think Melania slept her way to the top?
I think she's a model that Trump likes, and he got his model.
So do you
She didn't- she
think
didn't
that
go-
Melania
she didn't
slept her
say,
way to the
"Oh,
top?
I'm gonna specifically go for
Wait, so
Trump."
can I have an answer to the question? Do you think Melania slept her way to the top?
No,
No? Okay, so
She's
if
a
Melania
model.
didn't sleep her way to the top, then why did Kamala Harris?
because Kamala Harris isn't a model. She's like she just came out of nowhere.
What, so?
Melania's a model.
What do you
from
mean
a
Kamala
foreign
Harris came out of
country.
nowhere? She was a senator, a district attorney, an attorney general,
Yeah,
a
that's what I
former
just said. She
prosecutor.
went from because each
That's
level
not
she was at, she
nowhere.
was with a
What do you
different
mean that's
person that got her
nowhere?
there.
Hey, dude, what do you mean that's nowhere?
She was with a different dude that got her there each position. She's a
Not
DEI
true. You're
hire.
just making
No
this
one
up.
actually
You don't
voted
even
for
know the
her.
names of any of the people you're referencing.
Who put her in the election? Who decided? Oh, she can go run in the election versus Trump.
Well, she got enough specific support in terms of the Democratic Party within 2020, where she became the
Who,
vice
Obama?
presidential candidate, right? Because of the fact that Joe Biden selected her as the vice president, and due to the level of support that she had, because Joe Biden decided to step down at that particular time, she steps up because under the Biden-Harris ticket, if the president steps down, the vice president steps up. No one decided to run against her. 80% of the Democratic Party was satisfied with her being the nominee. And by the way, if you cared about the democratic process, you wouldn't support the guy that actively tried to send false slates of electors to the Electoral College to cast Trump votes when he didn't win to try to steal the election in 2020. How about
Well,
you
can't
reference
say
that?
Kamala and Biden didn't even like Kamala, and Kamala didn't even like Biden because in their
They,
primaries,
what do you mean they
Kamala
didn't
was
like
calling
each other?
Biden racist.
Raw,
Look it
not
up.
true.
Kamala
Not
was
true.
calling Biden
Do you want to
racist
bet?
during the
Do
primaries.
you want to
and
bet?
She got dropped out first.
Do you want to bet?
Yeah, we could bet. Search
How
it
much?
up. Search it up. Wait,
How much
what's
do you
our
want to
bet?
bet?
Wait, what's our bet? What's our bet?
You said that she claimed that he was racist in the debates.
Yes.
So
In their
if, do you want, how much
primaries.
do you want to
Yes.
bet?
Let's bet $10.
More than
Do you
that.
have Zelle? Do you
Give
have
me
Zelle?
more than 10.
20.
More than that. 50 bucks.
$50? Okay, let's do $50.
Okay. She
Okay,
explicitly said that he's not racist.
She said she called him racist in their primaries. Let's
Not
look
true.
It up. Find the clip.
No,
Find
she
the
said
clip.
that he's not racist.
She said, "Oh, he's not racist."
Yes,
Look up the
literally.
clip. I will look
She
it up
said
and
that
say
she
it
doesn't think that he's racist, but she disagrees with him. That's it.
No, she called him racist.
Wrong.
No, she did call him
Wrong.
racist.
Wrong. She explicitly said that he's not racist. You want me to play it?
Let's play the clip. Play their primary clip. Look up. Kamala calls Biden racist in primary. Let's play it.
Okay, I got you. Alrighty. Here we go. AP News right here. Kamala Harris did not call Joe Biden a racist on the debate stage.
But I'm waiting for the clip. I'm not.
Yeah, it tells you the clip.
Can you send me it? Like, is there a link I can?
Yeah, I just told you the article.
Can you exit me off here? I'll
Yeah,
get the
and
clip
it
I will
literally
pull up
says,
and go
quote,
back.
it says, quote, she began her critique by telling Biden, quote, unquote, I do not believe you are racist.
Bro,
50 bucks,
I don't
cough it
wanna-
up.
I don't
50
wanna
bucks,
quote
cough it
red.
up, buddy.
Parker.
Cough it
I
up,
don't wanna
50
quote
bucks.
red. Parker, I don't want to quote red.
Okay,
want
I
a
mean,
clip
okay,
played.
I'll play it. I'll play it. You're just being a little bit ridiculous. I'm literally giving you an AP News article on this.
Oh yeah, and by the way,
Be quiet, be quiet.
We've also heard, and I'm going to now direct this at Vice President Biden. I do not believe you are a racist.
there's a different clip. That's after. That's a different.
No,
clip.
this is literally that day.
Different-
This is that day. This is at the Democratic debate. You want to know why I know that?
No,
Because
I
it
do-
shows
I-
the
no, no, no,
infographics on the screen, my guy. Look at this.
I'm gonna
Take a
find the
look.
clip.
Take a look. Do you see this? What does that say?
Is this the vice president?
It says Democratic debate. That's what it says, buddy.
Let me.
It
find
says
the clip
Democratic
myself.
debate.
Hold on. Hold
You want me to
on.
play it back?
Dude, there's like 50,000 clips.
We've also heard, and I'm going to now direct this at Vice President Biden. I do not believe you are a racist.
50 bucks. Where's it at? Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio. Woo!
I said no, but I'm gonna
50
find the clip.
bucks.
Let me find the clip first.
Go ahead. I just gave you the clip. I just showed you on
You're
the
showing me
screen.
a 5-second clip.
Dude, I showed you on the screen and you're not acknowledging it.
Hold on, hold on.
That's literally what she said at the debates. I also gave you an article from AP News.
Here, I found one. Wait. Hold up. My headphone.
And I would like to see where you have that from, because this is literally from the Democratic
The clip I'm
debate.
watching right now is from The Root on YouTube. Hold up. Let me watch it.
Okay, I'm watching the actual debate.
Hold up.
Hold up, everybody. Hold up, everybody. He's just gonna be, having cognitive dissonance.
Hold on. It's playing.
It's Ling. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll play it one more time for you.
It's in the same clip. It's in the same clip.
I'm going to now direct this at Vice President Biden.
Watch the whole clip.
I do not believe you are a racist.
Okay.
And I agree with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this. And it was not only that, but also worked with them to oppose. And, there was a little girl who was part of the second class to integrate her, and she was bused to school every day. And that little girl, so I will tell you that on this subject, it cannot be an intellectual debate among Democrats. We have to take it seriously. We have to act swiftly. As Attorney General of California, I was very proud to put in place a requirement that all my special agents would wear body cameras and keep those cameras on.
And by the way, I just want to clarify. Kamala Harris is right here. 100% right. At no point is she wrong there. And also, nowhere does she call him racist. She explicitly, in this clip, says, I don't believe you are racist. That is the first thing that she said, and people still sit there and misrepresent what she said. Why do you choose to do this? You now owe me 50 bucks because you are so hard-headed, because you wouldn't acknowledge that you were wrong. You wouldn't acknowledge that you were misrepresenting the facts, when if you took literally one Google search, you would have found an AP News article proving you wrong. You would have found the clip where she says in the first part of the clip, that literally she believes that he's not a racist. Where did you even get this idea from?
From her saying it.
No,
She's saying there, I don't like how you handle there's two black
Yeah.
senators. Is that not what she just said?
Wait, you understand that she can say that she disagrees with him without calling him racist?
Well, I feel like every point she's ever made versus Trump, it's always talking about some minority.
Okay,
in
wait, why are you,
Congress.
so are you, you admit that you owe me $50, right?
How do I owe you $50? She's calling him racist.
Really?
Right there.
No, she's not. Wait, if she says, I don't believe you are racist, is that calling him racist?
So you don't. So if
Wait, hold on,
someone
pause,
says
pause,
something,
pause.
does that
If
mean
she
they
says,
actually
I don't
believe
believe you are racist, that's calling him racist?
Well, I could say, "Oh, I don't believe you're racist," but then I can go and call.
Wait,
someone
pause.
and be like, "Racist?"
Pause. If you say that you don't believe someone's racist in a serious sense, that means you don't believe that they're racist, correct?
Well, do you believe anything she says is serious? She's a joke.
This is a
She
democratic
knows
debate.
it's a
She's clearly being serious.
joke. Are you sure? Because
Absolutely.
she changed her accent at different debates. Depending
Code
on
switching
what
does
group
not mean
that
you are
she's
not
in.
serious. Like, stop being ridiculous.
How does that not mean you're?
Hey, can you stop pivoting away because you owe me the $50? Like, this is embarrassing. This is clearly because you don't want to acknowledge the fact that you were wrong. Like, at this point, this is blatantly obvious. I played the clip and you're denying reality.
Do we not? You played the first 4 seconds. I said, watch the rest of the
I
clip.
played the whole clip.
And
Hey, dude, I just played the whole clip for you.
I disagree
you're
because the way
amazing.
you treat these two senators and what they ran on, is that not
That's not
basically
racism.
saying, oh, you're being racist towards these
No,
senators?
no,
So what would you
that's
call
not.
that? What would you call it?
She's saying she disagrees with this, but he's not racist. I don't
So
know
what
why
would
that's
you-
so
what would you
complicated
call
to
it?
you.
What would you call it then?
What?
If they're trying to
She
stop
disagrees.
justice for poor kids, so
She
what would you
disagrees.
call it?
Wait, no, let me clarify. The position that he was holding was that specifically doing that, right, didn't incentivize legislators to create plans to then integrate housing, right? Because housing was the necessary element to integrate, right? Is that housing integration would then lead to school integration, and that busing people didn't fix the idea that we needed housing integration. Now, the argument that Kamala Harris is making is that you could do housing integration while simultaneously having busing at that time while there's a sort of transitionary period. So I disagree with Biden there. Kamala Harris disagrees with Biden there. But that disagreement with Biden there doesn't mean that Biden's being racist. Does that make sense?
But what is Biden being? If Trump was to do that, all the Democrats would go, "Oh, you're racist. You're racist."
That's not true.
'Cause I feel like it's so hypocritical. Like,
Trump
we look
literally
at
back
both-
then at that time wasn't renting to black people because they're black.
Is it because they're black or because of what
No,
happened?
it was
to the
literally
property
because they're
value?
black. Yes, that was determined by the court case.
Okay, would you say
They literally got a settlement.
there's a high-
Trump
okay,
was
not even a
Trump had to
racist
write in the
at all.
newspaper that he was now renting to black people.
Okay, can I say something about that? If you're renting a home in, let's say, any country or not country, any state in the East Coast, and there's a high crime rate there, why would you want to rent or like have a property there if there's a high crime rate? Of course, you're gonna sell it and sell all your land and want new investors.
Can I explain why you're completely wrong here and why you have no clue what you're talking about? Because they had testers, specifically people who are white and people who are black with the same conditions, right? True about them in terms of income, everything else, right? Specifically, go into these areas and they would literally say to the white people that there are openings, and to the people who are black, they would say that there are no openings. And quite literally, they would mark the applications of the non-white individuals with the letter C to reference person of color, right? Specifically to not rent to them, because of the fact that they're not white. Okay, so that's explicitly what this determined. That was what was happening at that time. So this whole point that you're making of like, oh, liberals would specifically be all crazy if Donald Trump actually did this. Donald Trump did worse.
So it's bad to say, oh, I don't want to rent to these people because maybe they won't pay their rent or there's a high crime rate. I don't want to sell.
When you put
That's just
C on the applications of non-white individuals, what is that supposed to mean? So that they
Because
didn't
you
rent
see
to them.
their income, you see if someone doesn't
Nope.
have a job, you see
Nope,
if they
these
can take
testers had the same
Medicaid.
income.
So you're saying they did a test and there was, I think I've heard about that
Yes.
test where they had a black family, white family, and the property value was completely different, correct?
Nope, it wasn't.
It wasn't that one. I heard about that test in California where there was.
No, we're
They
talking
didn't.
about Donald Trump.
So you're talking about Trump picking a white family over a black family just because they're white?
Yeah, literally his business, right? Not renting to black people because they're black. And then he literally had to apologize for it in the
he
newspaper
said, "I'm
and
not
take out an
renting to
ad
black
for that,
people
and then
because
also
they're
say
black."
that now he is renting to black people.
There's no way Trump said, I'm not renting to black people because they're black. There's
You
definitely
understand that
different
dude, I've
context
already
for that.
explained this to you. You're just purposefully not engaging at this point. Where's my $50?
I am engaging.
Where's my $50?
$50 for what? She called him
Dude,
racist.
you explicitly lost that bet.
She called him racist.
She literally said, "I don't believe you are racist."
I don't know then what saying.
How
what she said
how
means.
dishonest do you have to be? Are you Christian?
I would say I believe in God. I wouldn't say.
So then why are you lying?
How am I lying?
You're explicitly saying that she said that she's that he's racist when she explicitly said, "I don't believe you are racist." Here, can you tell me what she just said here?
In this campaign, we've also heard, and I'm going to now direct this at Vice President Biden, I do not believe you are...
Can you repeat back what she just said?
She said, "I do not believe you're racist," but
oh, okay, there you go. So you've now conceded. She says she doesn't believe that he's a racist. Given that given that you've acknowledged that, can you send me the $50 to my Venmo or PayPal? I'm waiting for the. Where's my $50?
Can I say?
Where's my $50? I am waiting, dude.
Where's my $50?
Where is my $50?
Parker, you didn't win there. Sorry to
yes, I did. I explicitly won.
Okay, let me say
where's my
something.
$50? I'm waiting. Where's my $50, buddy? Hey, buddy, $50, and you owe me $50. I'm waiting with $50. Pay up, buddy. Pay up, bud. Pay up, bud. I won. You lost. Admit it. Don't sit up here and do this. This is the most obvious win. Anyone who disagrees with me can still acknowledge that I've won.
You keep muting me.
You're actually wrong here. Okay? I do. And you will constantly be muted.
Odd man out. I wish this.
You are objectively wrong right now. Okay? Objectively wrong.
Odd man out. Hit me up. On God, hit me up. I will win that debate every single time in person.
You just lost, and it's caught in 4K.
You're chat GPT, looking up clips. We can debate in real life anytime. I know you're in LA.
Jaden, I didn't use chat GPT, and I would never meet you in person. You're an insane lunatic. You owe me $50.
I don't owe you $50.
Yes, you do.
Right on what I said. No,
Jaden, you quite literally admitted you were wrong by literally acknowledging that she said this.
I do not believe you are a racist.
Did you not hear my analogy at all? You keep cutting me off.
I do not believe you are a racist. 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 I do not believe you are a racist.
I can play a clip of Biden saying we need to deport all the illegals a million times too. We can do the same thing. We can do this.
I do not believe you are a racist.
I can play clips of Biden. Hey.
I do not believe you are a racist. I do not
Dude,
believe
you are a clown. This is what you do to everyone. You try to display clips.
I do not believe you are a racist. I do not believe you are a racist.
Yo, let me know when you're doing an odd man out, please. You will not debate me in real life.
I do not believe you are a racist. I do not believe you are a racist. I do not believe you are a racist.
You got cooked, buddy. You literally just absolutely got cooked, bro. Like, yeah, I'm playing the same clip over because you owe me $50. I know you want to see me, you want to meet me in person. I would never meet you in person. You are an insane lunatic. If you can't pay up on seriously, if you genuinely can't acknowledge that you were wrong here.
I have met in person though. That's the thing.
When?
At Six Flags. I've seen you multiple times at Six Flags.
Bullshit.
California. On God, I've seen you. Right after the election, I trolled you in person about the election. I have a picture of it. I saw you with
I
your
don't believe
girlfriend.
you.
I saw you with your girlfriend at Six Flags.
I don't believe
California.
you.
Six Flags, California. November 2024. You were there. I saw you twice in the same month there. I talked to you for 20 minutes. We had a little debate.
I did not talk to you for 20 minutes. I know that's bullshit now. By the way, I was actually believing it was possible up until the point where you said we talked for 20 minutes. I've actually genuinely never sat and talked to someone for 20 minutes at Six Flags. Not once.
Well, you talked to me.
No, I didn't.
You're like, oh, you guys are Trump supporters. That's what you said.
I don't remember this at all.
Talked. Maybe not 20 minutes. That's over exaggerating. Probably like 5-10 minutes. We were talking about the election.
I only remember one time where I sat and talked to someone at Six Flags, right? And it was like a group of like younger guys, right?
That was a group of 4 of us. It was
and I talked to them for maybe 4 to 5 minutes maximum.
Then that was probably us. You were walking towards the entrance from Goliath. That's the way we were walking. We talked for like 5-10 minutes.
No, the people were walking to Goliath.
Yeah, I was walking to Goliath, and you were walking.
You just contradicted yourself.
No. You were walking to the entrance from Goliath, and I like.
No, I wasn't. I was walking. I was literally walking from Goliath out of the park.
That's what I said. From Goliath to the main entrance.
You're contradicting yourself. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh my God! I just said Goliath.
You're a waste of time. Why are you lying?
I just said you were walking from Goliath to the main entrance of the park.
No,
and
you
I'm
didn't.
walking
You said
from
I was
Goliath.
going from the main entrance of the park to Goliath.
Oh my god, you. That's not what I said, bro. But okay, if you think that's what I said, okay, that's not what I said. I said you were walking from Goliath to the main entrance of the park, and I was walking from the main entrance. I just got there. What I said.
Okay.
It was right after the election, literally the next day. It was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And
You owe me
we talked
50
for
bucks.
Like 10 minutes, so I'm not lying, but
You owe me 50 bucks.
I don't owe you 50 bucks.
You do owe me 50 bucks. Like, literally, this is 4K.
How is this 4K? You're playing a clip, and I said she called him racist.
Hey, dude.
By what she did by.
Okay, I'm sorry. How dishonest do you have to be? Like, explicitly, she said, I do not believe you are racist. You have got to be trolling at this point.
Did you not hear what I said about someone saying, "Oh, you're not racist," but then they do something completely different?
Nothing about what she described there said that he was racist.
So her saying, "Oh, they're the black kids and in California taking the bus because they don't have money," you defunded it or whatever you said.
She said, I disagree with the fact that you oppose this particular bill, and this is why I disagree. That's not saying he's racist.
So is his action not racist in what she's calling out?
No.
So who?
She explicitly said that she thinks it's not racist.
Okay, did you not hear what I just said? If someone says you're not racist just because they're on TV, but then what they do is completely different.
Okay, wait, hold up. So your claim was that she said that he was racist. That was your claim, right?
No, my claim was
You're being dishonest.
Did you not?
You are being so dishonest. It's unbelievable.
Let me talk.
If you actually act honestly.
Then let me talk. I said Kamala Harris in the primary debates before she got completely eliminated, the first out, she was calling Biden racist by what he's doing. And I said, roll the clip. And you played the first 5 seconds. I do not think you're racist. And I said, play the whole clip. Watch the whole thing. She's calling him out for discriminating against senators who are DEI hires because they're black.
Okay, wait. So, Jaden, you just quite literally just did racism. You know that, right? You just assumed that they're DEI because they're black. You
No,
just
I'm
did
saying what
racism
Kamala-
after claiming
no,
that Joe
Kamala said
Biden
that.
engaged
She
in
said
racism.
they're-
Do you hear
She said
yourself?
their
You're
movement
doing
was
that right
based on
now.
Racial. What? I'm saying what she said.
She never said that they were DEI hires.
I'm just translating.
Exactly.
What she's
You
saying.
add that on
What
top.
she's
You
saying.
you
She's
said that
saying
they're
they ran
DEI
on
because they're black. You
their
quite
racial
literally
views.
said it out loud. You just did racism,
So
bro.
it's wrong to say DEI.
Yeah, to say that people are DEI because they're black. Yeah, that's wrong.
Well, if you're running on just because you're black, that's DEI to me.
That's not what she ran on.
No, not Kamala. The senators. She was talking about.
What
the
senators were they?
She didn't name them. I don't even know. What
So how do you
senators
know they
were.
ran on that?
Because she brought it up. Watch the clip.
She never
said they're running on-
specific. She
on
never said
racial
that.
Justice. That's what she said they were running on. That's how they got there.
I
And she
agree
said.
with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of 2 United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this. And it was not only that, but also worked with them to oppose. And, there was a little girl who was part of the second class to integrate her, and she was bused to school every day. And that little girl, so I will tell you that on this subject, it cannot be an intellectual debate among Democrats. We have to take it seriously. We have to act swiftly. As Attorney General of California, I was very proud to put in place a requirement that all my special agents would wear body cameras and keep those cameras on.
Okay, so nothing in that statement did she say that Joe Biden is racist. And the only way that you can try to say that is by completely denying reality and denying what you just heard. Okay? At this point, you're either rage baiting or you are genuinely unwilling to make a point because you actually, right, can't acknowledge that you're wrong. Those are the only two things that could possibly be true.
Do you have Zelle?
No, I don't. You either can do Venmo or PayPal.
Cash App?
No, I don't.
PayPal?
Yes.
Bet.
Alrighty.
I'll send you.
I better see it. I don't want to continue this anymore. I can't actually. Mentally can't do it. Let's go to the next individual. Only do send a guest request if you meet that criteria. List in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. The fact that it took that long to get him to acknowledge that is absolutely crazy. Jackal, thank you for the $2, by the way. Yeah, literally. Alrighty. Let's go to the next individual. Only do send a guest request if you meet that criteria. List in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you support Trump?
I'm kind of on the fence at this point, if
Okay.
I'm being honest.
Okay, like if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Honestly, at this very second, I haven't really looked into Kamala's policies at the moment.
Kamala.
Yeah, sorry about that. I did vote for Trump, but I'd kind of not vote right now. But the more that I research, I feel like I would definitely vote for Kamala.
Okay. Glad to see that you would vote for Kamala Harris. Let's go on to the next individual. Only do send a guest request if you meet that criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Alrighty, let's get this next individual up here. Only do send a guest request if you meet that criteria listed in the TikTok screen, everybody. We were just looking for some debates. Alrighty. Do give us a quick second, everyone. Only do send a guest request if you meet that criteria listed on the TikTok screen, everyone. Alrighty. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 19.
Do you support Trump?
No, I just want to say I don't know what that guy.
We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only do send a guest request if you meet that criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
What's your birth year?
2006.
And what month?
June.
Okay. If the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support
I have a
Trump?
question for you.
Okay.
Do you think if you were president, you would do a better job than Trump is doing?
What state do you live in?
What do you say?
What state do you live in?
California.
What time is it?
11:05.